Alright, so by now you're probably using something like XAMPP, WAMP, or MAMP for your local web server development environment. But what happens is eventually when you sort of advance through, these things become quite a hindrance because you need to install mods for better applications, and these do come with certain install applications, but it causes a problem since if you want to install a new mod, it is very difficult and it's a pain in the head. So what you do is just cross them out as your options. Install VirtualBox and install Vagrant. Now what really is Vagrant? Vagrant lets you instantly spin up tiny little virtual machines within your PC so that you can use a completely better sort of better development environment. So I'll once you install these both, you're gonna have to reboot your PC, and once you do, open up command prompt and you'll get a global command called Vagrant, and to check if you installed it properly, you do Vagrant-V and it'll give you the version. Anyways, so let me clear that off for you. Now what you do for installing is you go to Vagrant and go to documentation. Alright, just a minute. There we go. Yeah, so in documentation, go to boxes. It's gonna real quickly load up boxes, and you will open this in a new tab. Alright, public Vagrant box catalog. Now over here in the box catalog, it's your option to sort of install whichever version you wish, but I want to install Ubuntu Trusty 32. You could do HashiCorp Precise 32 or Trusty 64. The problem with 64-bit things is that it's quite a bit of a headache since it takes up a whole lot of RAM, so I prefer Ubuntu Trusty 32. Anyways, so I'm gonna open that. We have to ensure that it is VirtualBox. In the providers there is VirtualBox. Alright, so what we do is we copy this and then we go into a command line and say Vagrant init. Now you have to create a folder. I created a folder called tutorial just for this tutorial, and then you do Vagrant init Ubuntu slash, actually first you're gonna have to add the box, so we do Vagrant box. Right here we have it in the documentation, Vagrant box add user slash box. So what you're gonna do is go back to the CMD, Vagrant box add, and then it was Ubuntu slash Trusty 32. Alright, so you press enter. It's going to install that. It's going to download that. I already have it, so it's going to probably give me an error or something. Yeah, there we go. There was an error. So but that doesn't really matter. If you were to have you were not having it, it would download that. Then what we do is in our directory we do Vagrant init, then we do Ubuntu slash Trusty 32. Alright, press enter. It's going to set up your Vagrant file, and then all you have to do is do Vagrant up, and it's going to load up the machine. Actually, one minute. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's gonna load up the machine. Now we can assign a custom IP address to it. So I'm going to do 2.2.2.2. Now it should return an error for me. Yeah, it should spin indefinitely, but so yeah. Right. Yeah. So we should have this error. And now what we do is, oops, sorry about that. Yeah. Or here we do notepad Vagrant file. You could use any text editor. I don't know why I use notepad, even though I hate it, but anyways. So we're going to assign it an IP address. So I'm going to do 2.2.2.2. You can assign this anything you want. I'm going to save this and close that, and then I'll do Vagrant Reload. Right, so this is going to reload the Vagrant configuration real quick. It's going to gracefully shut down my box, and then it'll reload it with the new configuration. That'll take some time, so I'll be right back. Alright, so once you're done with that, what we'll do is we'll do Vagrant SSH. Alright, so we're going to SSH into the application. Now this is a bit faulty at times. It does not load up properly in Windows. So we're gonna wait till. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not working. It's gonna take some time. So instead, I'll use PuTTY for my sort of SSHing. So we need to use the file. I'm gonna just check where the Vagrant SSH file is, and I'll come right back. Oh, never mind. Enter passphrase. Okay, I wonder what the passphrase is. Yeah, it is not. Okay, yeah. We just press enter, and then it'll show Vagrant at 127.0.0.1's password. It is not supposed to show that actually. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just use the whole SSH key thing. Alright, I'm gonna check where the SSH key is and I'll come right back. Alright, so in order to go ahead, you're gonna need your no, you're gonna go into your directory and you're gonna go to .vagrant machines default virtualbox, and here. Now you will need to open up your petty key generator and then you're gonna click load. Alright, so in here I'm going to go to my folder. Let me see. Yeah, it was tutorial. Yeah, so .vagrant machines default virtualbox, and in here you're going to switch to all files and private key. So once it loads this OpenSSH to private key, you're going to click OK. You're going to click save private key. Alright, so we're going to need this private key for PuttyGen. I'm going to save it in my SSH keys. Actually, you know what, I'll save it right here. So file name SSH. I'm going to save that, and I'll close this. So we have ssh.ppk. Now I'm going to load this into my auth folder, auth subtype over here. So just a minute, I'll come right back. Alright, so I loaded that SSH key. Now we're gonna click on open. Actually, 1 minute. Yeah, we're gonna go back, and in session we're going to enter the IP address that we first entered. It was 2.2.2.2. We're gonna say yes and log in as Vagrant. This is very important. We have to log in as Vagrant. Alright, so it takes some time to SSH in. Yeah, I was just reading this. Never mind. So just a minute. There we go. We're logged in. Now I can just. Alright. So we're not ready yet because if you go here, we're not having our website on yet. So what we're gonna do is pretty simple. We go to do sudo task cell. Sudo apt get update. And then it's going to get all the required updates. It shows over here that there are no required updates, but let's just see if there are any. I'll come right back once this is done. Right, so that didn't take too long, but anyways, so now we still need to set up Apache and everything. Just to make things much easier, we're going to do sudo task cell and just press enter. It's going to load up everything, and we are going to choose LAMP server. Now let's let this happen and I'll come right back. So but first, in the middle of somewhere. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's gonna take quite a bit of time for me. Yeah, never mind. So in the middle of somewhere, it'll ask you for the default MySQL password and everything. If you want, you can keep a password or just keep it empty right there. So anyways, I'm gonna come back once this is right. So there we go. The task cell command is over. I've installed. It asked me for the MySQL password like 3 times, and I just pressed enter and it went off. So I'm gonna refresh this. Now you can see we're getting this. All right. So now what you would want to do is, but first, you see, when in our VirtualBox directory, we have this folder over here. All right, this Vagrant folder. If you go in here and do cd/Vagrant, these are all shared directories. All right, so we have Vagrant file over here also. Now, if I create a new file over here, let's say I'll create a folder. Actually, I'll create a folder of www. Press enter. Go in. Yeah. So once I'm gone into it, if I do ls again, I have this www folder. Alright, so I'm gonna do cho. Actually, never mind. We don't really need to do that. Sudo www. Now this folder is sort of synced with our. These are shared files. Sudo cd www. Yeah, but first, now even if I add a file over here, let's say I want to add index.php. Alright, index.php, and I want to. I'll open this with Notepad, and I will do PHP, close PHP, PHP info. Hopefully I've done that correctly. Now if I refresh this domain over here, it won't do anything. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to change the file sort of name, you could say. What? Oh yeah, there. We don't need to do sudo over there. Yeah. Anyways, so we do vim slash etc slash Apache Apache 2 and then sites available and 000 dash default.conf. Once it opens up, we're gonna press I to enter insert mode. We're gonna change the document root to slash vagrant slash www. Now if I was to go right now, 1 minute, so now what you do is you press escape and then you do colon right quit WQ is down right and then quit it. So okay, alright, 1 minute, sorry about that. I'm just gonna quit first. We're supposed to do sudo and then vim, so sudo vim. Alright, so now we do an insert and then var, instead of var we do vagrant slash www. Now if I was to right quit and then if I was to reload Apache, service Apache 2 reload, actually I'll just restart it, might as well. Yeah, you see it is a fail. Oh, 1 minute, it's not supposed to be a fail. Yeah, there you go. So it just reloaded Apache. You can ignore the rest of the message. Now if I go here, you get this 403 forbidden message. What do we do now? Oh no, don't panic. You just do this sudo vim command again. I did this on purpose just to show you what happens. Now you press insert and then we're going to create a new we're going to establish a new directory that is vagrant slash www, and then I'm going to end the directory right there, vagrant. Then we're going to do this is case sensitive. Actually I just forgot the snippet. I'll come. Right, fine. You are supposed to enter this snippet right here. Okay, never mind. And this is supposed to be in that. There you go. Now these are all case sensitive. I'll put them in a gist so I don't leave you hanging. I press escape and then right quit. Now let's try reloading Apache. Alright, config test fail. Oh, okay. 1 minute, sudo vim and then options indexes. Yeah, 1 minute. Insert mode. Then you remove this. Allow override all, and in here also we just need symlinks. Hopefully that'll work out. Alright. Yeah. Escape, right quit. Again. 1 minute. I'll come right back to check. Alright, yeah, sorry about that. It's supposed to be this way. I made a bit of a problem over there. I changed a bit of things. Just copy this. Actually, I'll put this in the description below so you can copy it easily. Anyways, so I'll do right quit and then I'll reload service again. And if I refresh here, I get PHP info. So that's how you do that. And then whenever I want to make changes, if I just edit this with Notepad++, it's already there. So I can do echo 1. Yeah, refresh, so we get 1 over there. Now let's just make it point to a in the next video I'll show you how to make it point to a domain name. So for example, you enter the name of a website, for example ASD a website that doesn't really exist, and then you type .com and then it should redirect to this site. Right, that's in the next video.